Ago, President Obama announced he does have the legal authority to limit some gun purchases.
Congress needs to act. What I asked my team to do is to see what more we could do to strengthen our enforcement and prevent guns from falling into the wrong hands. These are not only recommendations that are well within my legal authority and the executive branch, but there are also ones that the overwhelming majority of the American people, including gun owners, support and believe in.
Gun Owners of America Executive Director Larry Pratt is with me now. Larry, so glad you are here. Are you concerned about your rights?
Well, I think what the president is doing is just amazingly overbroad. The guy doesn't pay any attention to the Constitution, to the law, which is not a newsflash because he's been doing this in a lot of other areas. But specifically in the area of who is a dealer, that's an issue that's not in a gray area where the president might have the excuse that Congress didn't act. Congress years ago very specifically said who a dealer is and who is not a dealer. And a dealer is somebody who makes their living from selling firearms. Not an occasional sale, not even maybe a nice $1,000 profit someday at a gun show, but a living. And that's not what's at issue here, and he's not at liberty to redefine a congressionally defined definition in the law.
So, Larry, I'm so glad you brought up these gun shows because according to people close to the matter, it seems as if the background checks and heavier background checks are going to be the measure that President Obama tries to put in place. There are people who say if you do go to a gun show, you're not facing the same kind of strict guidelines that every other law-abiding citizen, when he or she goes into a gun shop, faces. Is that fair?
Well, people who say that simply are not familiar with the law. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. The fact of the matter is that most gun shows are mostly comprised of sellers who are federally licensed firearms dealers, all of whom have to transact their sales through the federal background check, no exceptions. And so the idea that somehow the gun show is a loophole screaming for closing, it's either disingenuous or ignorant.